Guten Tag alle. Heute wollte ich kurz über Infinitivsätze mit euch sprechen. Today we're going to talk about how to form infinitive phrases in German. The first thing you should know is that unlike in English, German infinitive phrases are normally always located at the end, whereas in English they can be at the end or they can also appear at other places in the sentence. So for example, sie hat keine Zeit zu lesen. In English, that is, she has no time to read, so it's essentially the same. However, hat vergessen, seine Hausaufgaben zu machen, is he has forgotten to do his homework. So here, the infinitive phrase is in the middle. So we're going to do some exercises here to practice infinitive phrases, and here I have 6 sentences that are with words that are all mixed up, and I'm simply asking you to put them together in order to say what is in parentheses in English beside it. So for example, if I want to say it is difficult to say, in German that is, es ist schwer zu sagen. Or if I want to say it is not easy to learn German, es ist nicht leicht, Deutsch zu lernen. In general, if you have another word with your infinitive phrase, then it can be set off by a comma. Whereas in number 1, there's nothing, no additional information with the infinitive phrase, so therefore no comma. However, in the second one we have the word Deutsch, so this could be set off with a comma. Number 3, Nummer 3, I will learn it without studying it. Ich werde es lernen, ohne es zu studieren. So we're going to talk about without used with infinitive phrases a little bit more in just a minute, but basically you can use them also, and when you use without, you're going to set it off with a comma in written German. Instead of staying here, we should go. Statt hier zu bleiben, sollen wir gehen. One thing to note here is that here we're using the infinitive phrase in the opening clause, so the clause that immediately follows will start with the verb, so therefore sollen wir instead of wir sollen. Nummer 5, I cannot wait to see you. Kann nicht warten, dich zu sehen. Oder is it not great to be here? Ist es nicht toll, hier zu sein? Okay, so let's go on. So now we're going to try just from English to German straight with a few hints or a few helping words here for Nummer 1. And if you want to practice them on your own, stop the video and do so before I reveal the answers. That is easy to understand. Das ist leicht zu verstehen. Or I will try to repair the car. Ich werde versuchen, das Auto zu reparieren. It would be good to see you again. Es würde gut sein, dich wiederzusehen. Wiedersehen is a separable verb. In such instances, you can put the zu in the infinitive phrase in the middle between the prefix and the rest of the verb, thus giving us wiederzusehen. And that's all written as one word. It is good to know that. Es ist gut, das zu wissen. Or that is too hot to eat. Das ist zu heiß zu essen. And one little note here on the difference between German and English. In English we have two to's, T-O-O and T-O, but in German this is accomplished just through the use of zu. Alright, as I said, there are some common constructions that you will see with infinitive phrases. One of them is zu, which means in order to. By itself, you may remember, is an accusative preposition that means around. However, used with an infinitive phrase, it means in order to. Statt, instead of, and ohne, without. So let's look at how this works. I will go in order to see the exhibit. Ich werde gehen, die Ausstellung zu sehen. So I've set off the with a comma, and then I've put in order, basically in order, the exhibit to see. Will you work in order to earn money? Wirst du arbeiten, das Geld zu verdienen? I will stay here instead of going with you. Ich werde hier bleiben, statt mit dir zu gehen. Instead of writing German, we should speak it. Statt Deutsch zu schreiben, sollen wir es sprechen. And it is hard to live without you. Es ist schwer, ohne dich zu leben. Okay, one note here on double infinitives, which you will sometimes see. I hope to be able to visit you soon. Normally when you encounter a double infinitive, it's going to involve a modal verb. So be able to is können. So to be able to say this in German, you'd say ich hoffe bald. dich besuchen zu können. So this is saying, I hope soon to be able to visit you. It's almost like you have to work backwards. Ich hoffe bald, dich besuchen zu können. It would be nice to be allowed to speak with you. Es würde nett sein, mit dir sprechen zu dürfen. It would make me happy to be able to take you with me. Es würde mich freuen, dich mit mir nehmen zu können. Or it would be bad to have to work all day. Es würde schlecht sein, den ganzen Tag arbeiten zu müssen. So these are just some examples of where you might run into double infinitives using a modal verb. And literally it's not perhaps considered a double infinitive, but rather a modal verb used with a infinitive phrase. So this can happen. Okay, vielen Dank für das Zuschauen und Zuhören. Auf Wiedersehen.